Hey everyone, this is Derek here and welcome to the first episode of PUBG Mobile News. So, a lot has happened since PUBG Mobile officially hit the US App Store a week or so ago, and I wanted to bring you the highlights. This is my first episode, so be sure to give this video a thumbs up so others can see it, and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any future PUBG Mobile content. Now the plan is for this show to be weekly, releasing on Sunday detailing the news of the previous week, unless something really crazy happens that deserves its own video. And for those of you asking about Let's Play videos, don't worry, those are coming soon. And you can follow my progress from bronze to gold as I rank up and experience a number of crazy challenges and situations while playing. Alright, so let's get into the news. So let's first talk about bots in the game. I made a video about bots in PUBG Mobile a few days ago when we were all still speculating about them. And though the developers still haven't officially acknowledged bots, the consensus is they do exist and they were put in to get new players excited about the game. Now they aren't as skilled as human players, which gives players new to the game a shot at doing well against them and progressing far into their first few games. And it's also generally accepted at this point that as you rank up you'll see less and less bots until you reach a point where you're only playing against other humans. I still hope to eventually see a toggle in settings maybe where you can choose who you want to go up against. However, just know for now that bots are part of the game and not necessarily a bad thing. If you're a casual player, they offer an alternative to the often frustrating early deaths new players quickly get used to on the PC version of PUBG. And if you're an experienced player, then you won't see them for long anyways as you quickly rank up. So now let's talk about the game crashing, which is still a way bigger problem than I'd like to see. There are certain iOS devices, including the iPhone 5S, iPad mini 2 and 3, and the original iPad Air, that run the Apple A7 chip, which seems not to be currently compatible with the game, unfortunately. I made a video, which I'll link below, detailing how to download the Chinese version that has already been updated to get around this issue. However, it's not the easiest process and doesn't work for everyone. The real solution is an update to the US App Store to 0.4.0, which is the version that's currently on the Chinese App Store. And there's a lot of speculation on when this update will drop. However, the latest rumors have it coming in the middle of April. And fellow YouTuber Pink contacted support and received a response stating that the update to 0.4.0 would come to the US App Store on April 14th. However, until the update's finalized and submitted and approved by Apple, well, we know that this may or may not be right. And if you don't have one of the devices I mentioned before, the iPhone 5S, iPad mini 2 or 3, or the original iPad Air, then there's a good chance if you run through a series of troubleshooting steps that you can get the game to run. So I put together a video of 7 steps to try, and a number of users have said the guide helped them getting the game to run. So I'll also include a link to that video below. While it's frustrating that an update that will permanently fix these issues may still be a few weeks away, try not to lose hope because there's a ton of excitement surrounding this game, and I'm sure the issues will be resolved. And the last game issue I wanted to talk about today that people have been experiencing is the dreaded network error. So I'll show you an example here, and it's not the best quality picture, so I'll explain it. It says, internet error, please check your network and try again, and it gives you an error code. So basically, when this occurs, you can retry or you can cancel and you can't get into the game. And some people have been reporting that they're getting this error message in the lobby while others are getting it when they queue for the game. And the good news is that in most cases this error can be fixed and you can play the game normally. And for some people, the issue is that they're trying to play over mobile data on a cell connection that has too high latency. So latency is basically the amount of delay between you, your device, and the server running the game. And this is very important in shooters like PUBG because too much latency means the person you're trying to hit won't actually be in that position that they show up on your screen, so you can't hit them. And it also makes things like opening doors or getting into out of vehicles just super annoying. So for these people, playing on a strong Wi-Fi connection is usually the solution. And if you're still getting the error while you're on Wi-Fi already, a good Wi-Fi network that you know is working well, then installing and using a VPN is usually the solution. There are a number of videos already on YouTube detailing how to do this, and if there's enough demand, I might make a how-to video walking you through the steps to do this so that you can hopefully resolve the issue on your iOS device. And now, for one final piece of news that really surprised me when I first heard about it. It appears that users trying to get an advantage by emulating the game on PC are running into this message, and sorry it's pretty blurry, this is from the Reddit. So it's basically a message that says, "Emulator detected. Your team or you will only be paired with other players on emulators." So what's so interesting is that the developers actually built into the code, and now it can be bypassed, but it's exciting to see that developers are doing these sorts of things to try to level the playing field. So basically, if you're on an emulator like BlueStacks, and there are a bunch of other ones that you're running on your PC, so you can use a gamepad or use your keyboard and mouse, you're going to get matched up against other people who are also on emulators. And if you want to play that, some people are doing that because their PCs can't play the normal version of PUBG smoothly, and that's fine. But if you're competing against people on phones or tablets who have to use touchscreen controls, which are inherently worse than a mouse and keyboard setup, then I think the game's doing the right thing by separating those players and trying to level the playing field. Alright, so that's all I have for this week's episode of PUBG Mobile News. Thanks for joining me for what I hope to be the first of many episodes. And if you have a topic that you'd like for me to talk about in a future episode, definitely leave it below and I'll take a look. And also make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already to stay up to date. I post a lot of PUBG mobile content and also some cool tech stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in a future video soon.